Good afternoon.
Right, let's see if I can get something new.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine.
Oh no, this ain't what I need. He's telling us about the what I do want to do about the prank.
They never came
This is
back.
gonna be fun.
Do you want me to find them?
Is
Just
this?
so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo.
Oh, I'm not sure now.
Go to Samin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea
I'm
which
not
way
sure
they might
if
have gone?
this is, no, this ain't the prank
I
anymore.
could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Samin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to
Oh,
the
not
south.
one of these
But
again.
I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Samin.
Those
They got
two hands of
absolutely
yours,
shanked up, didn't
Vincent
they?
and Francie.
Man, them got shanked up
What can
on
you
these
tell me
ends.
about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Samin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts.
So
I
nothing
also
really
fixed the
useful
trigger
if you
on
ask
young
me.
Samin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
Okay.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Oh, I hope
Sadly.
they're drunk now.
I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Please say they are. Right, so we're on a race against time. Well, we've reached level 7, which is sick. Right, I'll talk to Big Man.
I'm
Big
looking
boss
for the
man over here.
Takov Blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding and they need supplies.
Right.
Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies.
Alright,
He'll
will
probably
do.
be in the courtyard.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty
Okay,
high
right.
spirits. It's still a while to the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
Getting absolutely hammered, I love it. I got destroyed when I went on my stag. Well, not my stag, but my friend's stag. I ended up having
So I
two
says
seizures
to
the
him,
next day.
"No, father. I haven't been fornicating."
Stag, stag, stag.
Hey, hey, hey.
Essay!
You alright there, laddie?
Oi!
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me?
Do I look like
I'm
a
not a
fucking servant? You
Oh,
little
I
peasant.
know, I know. Old Samin is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Fine.
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
Well, you're peasants and I'm miles
The
above
old
you, you
man's
see.
hired hands are lacking in manners.
You're lucky I don't bash your head in right now.
That.
Oh! We got a cocky little fucker, have we? Alright,
You're
mate.
in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
Oh! Fair enough.
Christ! Shit!
Oh!
I'll be in your bloody boat, fucker!
Maybe he has got some hands. Oh! Come on then, you little fucker. Please. Probably don't help him in this fucking armor. Oh.
Shame on you.
He's lucky I don't knock his ass out, you see. Oh, we a little tired right now. Look at him getting all bloody. Oh, nearly 1-2 then. Oh, how did that knock him out?
Yeah, fuck that.
How's... That didn't really defeat him. I was expecting him to get like sparkoed. How am I the one that's hurt? Have that, you pesky little swine.
What the devil's name is fucking going on here?
Nothing. I promise.
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
Why does it look like he's got shit on his face?
True enough, Yurko. I am old.
I remember when you were in
I
nappies, you
remember all
little
sorts of
young'un.
things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse.
Well, that's
with
a bit
a ribbon
Nazi.
in your hair. Screaming out how you was Princess Sophie.
He's the new
Poor
Princess
lad,
Leia.
Hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
Don't look so smart in front of your boys now.
Who in God's name are you?
Someone you don't want to see. See, look
Henry.
at us. It was scary.
The Takeoff Blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do.
Why?
Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Arabia.
Stag.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the
They don't
carters
ask
will have
much,
to be
do
sent to
they?
Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too.
God,
It's
does
almost
women
all
like her
gone,
ever shut
what
up?
we bought only last week.
Enter.
If you wish.
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, Blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us!
If you got some spare dollar, I'll have it.
So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them,
Fucking
sir,
hope
but
not.
it's
I
my
don't
job
want to go
find
finding
them.
them with bandits.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
so
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain.
Oh, okay.
I could do with a breath of fresh air.
So
I've had
you're
it
going
up
to
to
give
the
me a
eyeballs
horse
with
then?
Counting
Because I
geese
ain't got a
and
horse. I'll be
eyes.
running next to you.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is
Oh, all right,
shit-faced,
Unc.
and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Well, I ain't got a horse.
Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, I don't know what you want to do about that, because I ain't got a horse.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
I'll be glad.
Yeah, I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't you?
Ain't that big?
And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you?
Go on, please give
Can
us
I
a
borrow
horse.
one of your horses?
Aye. and then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago.
Right.
Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right.
I don't want to give out any more money.
That should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Nope.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that.
Alrighty.
Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
Yeah, here he is.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Would you happen to have a cheap horse for sale?
Well, I sell quite a few horses here. But by the looks of you, you must be talking about that grey nag, eh?
A nice little grey
But all
nag.
she's good for are sausages.
That's fine.
That old bitch won't let anybody touch her. I was already suspicious when that traveller sold her to me. He said he found her running about near the Rock Tower Pond.
Grey, old, and someone found her by the Rock Tower Pond. That's where we were ambushed. That's my horse. That's Pebbles.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond.
So this
but
is,
that
we're getting his horse
is not
back.
branded. So it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
One of them.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did.
Exactly.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for
That's
her.
fine.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, I'll
I was
give it
happy
to
to
you.
give you like
but
5.
you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her.
And how the fuck do we whistle?
Will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir.
Just follow them.
You keep up with us, son.
Yep, I will
Troskovitz
do.
ain't far.
I'm glad we got our horse back.
Fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good.
What do you think about it, Captain?
Whoa.
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out
true.
of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff,
Just
the
give me a
bride's
few
father,
points.
you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are.
Well,
It's
I'm
in
glad
his
I've
blood.
managed to do this properly
Aye,
now.
I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They
Just let them
started
do their
on young
thing.
Henry. As soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't
Hurt
you.
me. Come
Young
on
Henry
now.
here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd
It's
have
'cause
to
he's
get
all
up
stirk,
early
stirk,
to catch
stirk.
them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old
What?
man like myself.
It would be an honour, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's
didn't
an
expect
abandoned
I
pen
would
along the path a bit.
Be beating up
Stop
an old
off
man.
there and see what you're made of.
Oh,
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
sure. Are you gonna start explaining then? No? Alrighty. I was hoping I'd finally know what the fuck's going on, but apparently newt. I swear this is where I saw the wagon. No. That's fine. The wagon has disappeared. So we're just gonna go in the pen and throw down away.
So, we're here. Charlie, tell the youngster here what's what.
Come on then. Oh, praise the out, girl. Oh, so I've actually got to talk to him, okay.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly.
And...
Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
Oh, okay.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
I'll have a sword.
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble
Have you not
hands.
seen what I've got?
You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick,
Fucking
so
bastard.
careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
Alright. So I'm only allowed to use a club.
So, young'un, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be,
All
Captain.
right. Let's do it.
Whoa!
That was something!
Give him a little old clapping, eh? Right, I need to get the stamina back up. Alright, how do I... What the fuck? I thought they're unparable. Oh. Whoa, he's starting to hurt now. Why ain't the stamina? Ow. At least this is helping getting up my strength and shit. I've discovered camp by the road apparently. Oh. Ow.
What do you say, son?
You
I don't
really
like
gave me
that.
the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry
My
as
weapon's
ever.
shite.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella.
Fucking awful.
He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I'd rather my
I
sword.
will, Captain.
Oh, we got a wash, have we? Well, at least I'm not actually hurt. I'll take that then. Right, it's Mount Pebbles.
Come here.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? I'm following Sir Jaunt.
Ah, I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs.
It is
every now and
indeed.
again. Don't
Right, we're gonna
worry
go
about
left.
losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should
Losing's
come to the
good
courtyard
anyway.
and
Who would
Gnarly
want to
here
win
will give you a
nowadays?
good education in the art of
Winning's for
sword.
pussies.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Samin. It ain't no abandoned pig.
Well, that's decent then.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trusky.
Let's see what amazement is.
Recognise that I'm not from around here.
Well, that's easy, youngster. From your smell.
Oh wow, I didn't smell that bad, did I?
Oh, aye. I can smell the scent of foreign parts on you. In case you haven't noticed, Trusky's not exactly Paris, France. I've lived here
Well,
my whole
close
life,
enough,
and I
really,
know
if you
every
ask me.
tree, rock,
Meat
and
snails.
house for miles around. And you, I don't know. So you must be new here.
Well, you're right.
Am I going to be at... No, can't tell them where I'm from. Where are we going to? We're just going to go through the village. And act like proper noblemen. Wouldn't mind stopping off here so I can make some money quickly. You wanna do that, boys? No? You don't wanna let me make quick buck? Fuck you then. Oh.
Good.
Good girl. Need to basically make love to her every time.
We're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
So that makes sense. But the young fella here should
Why should I do
If
it?
the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
Absolutely.
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
See?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along.
Bailiff?
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
How'd you know?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that car.
Oh shit,
saw them?
okay.
I did. A few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin.
To
And
Yishin.
you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart.
There
and
was
I can do
indeed.
without that kind of trouble now. On account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all.
Oh. So you're
Although
not having to pay a
everyone
dime.
sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand.
You've probably not paid a
But
penny.
isn't it just that the Grooms family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff. That kind of talk can stir things up.
You're right, of course.
See, lucky I'm here.
It just makes me mad, though.
I understand. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people that
That's
pair
still
have mischief in their
still
eyes.
don't matter. That's still
I
rude to
can tell.
say.
That'll be all.
It's just like saying you wish your daughter
Thanks.
never turned up again. Is it raining? Why am I about to go into the guard? Does it look like it's raining? Nah. Shame I gotta go at these fucking knobs' pace. It's raining. Let's go! A little bit of rain. So I'm assuming that's where we're going, literally just right there. Nothing in there we're worried about. Wait, there's a cart there! I've just found a cart, it's right there! It was hidden away!
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
Surely it can't be. They scared the shit out of me. That's not it.
I should go back. Otherwise, Lord Semine and the captain will leave me behind.
Alright, so I've gone way too far.
My bones, sir. You'll have the cart back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses.
Got a going horse.
Yarmilka
following
here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg, while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king.
I am a
And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
I found a bag of charcoal to our left, boys. Keep an eye out. There it is, the bag of charcoal. No? Alright. As you wish.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks.
Well, it was like 5
What do
days
you
ago.
reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar, right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere.
So
Who
we'll
knows?
go behind
Very well,
us.
sir.
So I'm down here then. Oh!
Whoa! Whoa!
I don't know how that nearly killed me. Oh. Whoa!
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Oh, here they are. She's hidden away, boys.
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And everything's been
A
robbed.
lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Ah, of course the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
Oh, I need...
Spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and souls to hell, fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the window, the whirring of the spinning wheel.
No.
Oh.
It's true about them.
Wait a minute. You hear that?
Oh, bloody
There's
time.
somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
Right, come on up this way.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's
And that
nice,
helps.
Gnarly. But I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into
Yeah.
here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there too.
I could do without girls with voices like
No,
that.
you need a nice burly
Now
man
get
or
going.
some girl. Can I not tell you until I've scouted? Fuck.
Some people might like it. I don't know who'd like that. And did they do something?
What the fuck do you imagine they do? Light up in the dark?
Leave him be, Honza. You're right. They did something.
Those definitely aren't the
They
blacksmith's
rolled
sons.
around and gave off sparks.
Right. So three. Three pesky little swines. And I am pretty much dead.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw three. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't look.
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight.
Always
I hope
ready.
you're ready, Henry.
Always.
Of course. We'll smash them to smithereens, and in the evening, we'll drink a toast from their skulls. Ha-ha!
Sure. But don't forget you had trouble even fighting me.
Yeah, but
And
that
was just
weapon
playing
was
with sticks.
horrible.
This is life or death.
I'd rather be
So-
using a sword.
How are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
Someone could go back up top and try to take one of them down with an arrow before we charge them. There's a good view of the camp from up there.
I'll do
Good
that.
idea, Henry. And I see you're equipped for it too.
Exactly.
Climb up top, and as soon as you shoot the first time, we'll charge them. And make sure you don't hit one of us.
I can't
Right you
promise
are,
anything.
Captain.
A better nickname than...
Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you.
What's wrong with his leg?
What's wrong with his legs here? They can't stay away from the tavern.
You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me holy pictures and...
That's him, at least. Oh. He's like, fuck.
Get on then. You're done for.
You're so lucky. Yes! I'm doing something.
No, you fucked up. You can't stand up to this.
I'm helping the boys out. Mama, I'm doing something.
Your ass off.
How did I hit his hands? Right, I'm gonna kill the fucker on the shield. How about that? There we go.
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
Now can I get this little fucker? Why is he wearing like... There we go. He was like using our colours. I need something to eat. Alright, I'll shut you up now.
This day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir.
I found some blacksmith.
Your goods ain't
stuff in
here.
there.
And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
You are.
Well, we can't ask them now.
Oh, well. That's how it goes sometimes.
But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
Right, that's where they'll
You
be
think
then.
this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
As always.
I am. Let's go.
As long as I can have some of this food.
I thought we
I'm
had
pretty
everything
parched, so I
clear.
wouldn't mind some of this food.
Spencer.
Oh, maybe not.
You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick
Oh, for
right
fuck's
there
sake.
and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Is he the one that was fucking with us then?
You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Where can I watch
Makes
this
no
fucking
difference to
thing?
me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't to save my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
He looks fucking scary, I'll tell you that.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shawnee, sir.
Yes,
I hope they're actually good at fighting.
There was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What?
What, me? And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Right, so there's just gonna be 2 of us against, like, what, 6 of them? Great, and I'm near dead.
Ahem, gentlemen. I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods.
We look dope, though.
But I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir.
Semi, you mean?
Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently?
No. I'd rather...
You
rather we
lay
do
down
things
your
together.
weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
He better fucking help us now we've saved him. I'm like 1 hit away from being dead.
Now you're going to get it.
Another friend.
Right, I hope I've hurt him.
Yeah! Don't
Come here, you little fucker! Right, let's get my stamina back up. Oh, okay.
finish this quickly.
Didn't realise I could break his shield with this. Oh.
You never saw that coming.
No, I didn't. Right, I need to block things. Oh. You die, you wretched fucker. He's got to be dead, surely. Like they've killed theirs. Boys, help me! There we go.
They got what they deserved, the fuckers.
Oh, I'll take that.
Henry, hey, Henry.
Yeah, mate. I am. Oh, I've taken. Oh, I'll discuss you.
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to rob the thieves. And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to
You're a fucking idiot then, aren't you?
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
Okay.
What did I do to you?
Here he is.
Sir, how did it end up with that missing cart?
Sorry, lad, but I don't have time to chat. Go and ask Gnarly if you're interested.
Oh,
He'll
so
tell
I
you
have to go
everything.
find Gnarly. Ah. Thank goodness for a map. Is that him coming up to me now, is it? Alright, handsome. Are you going to tell me what happened?
Captain, I'd like to ask how things went with your mission.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're interested. Where the hell did you get to, you blockhead?
I can't tell you where I was.
I tried to look for him.
I don't know. I got lost.
You got a problem with your eyes, son?
No, just I get a bit confused sometimes.
So I see. How in God's name could you get lost?
It just happened. Anyway, I'd like to know whether you found that cart.
We found it, along with those two hands.
I was there.
And what actually happened?
It turned out them hired hands of Radovans had ideas of their own.
I was there.
They made a deal with some robber baron by the name of Gules to take the cart to him with the goods. And they didn't cheat only Radovan. They tried it on Gules too. Wanted to keep the loot for themselves. Only he caught them.
And you found all the goods?
More or less. You can tell Radovan he won't be seeing his hands again. I reckon that young fella was innocent in it. So we kept him to work off his debt. And that older one's decorating an alder tree near the road here.
I was literally there.
I'll tell him.
And next time Lord Sameen gives you a job, do what you're told, so I don't have to teach you a lesson.
I was literally there.
I will, Captain.
Farewell, you yokel.
Let's tell him.
Good day.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Sameen's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did,
They did.
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to ask at Sameen, like you wanted. Lord Sameen and his captain went off to track down the cart, and they found it in the end.
I hope you offered your help.
No, of course. It wouldn't have looked good otherwise.
For sure.
I was there with
But
them.
what about them pair?
They hanged Venser and kept Franzi as a hand. Seems like he was innocent.
God's nails, I don't know. That Franzi had a sneaky look about him. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't in on it from the
Well,
start.
he's alive now.
I think they'd have knocked the truth out of him.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble.
What are we getting?
I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it.
What the fuck is
Who
that?
knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truscovitz. What do you think of her?